Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad to have you with us this Tuesday morning of Christmas week. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to help you become the best version of yourself. And we do that by helping you learn how to currency trade with our proprietary trading indicator, and which is very, very accurate. And we supplement that with what we consider to be the best in the business, personalized one-on-one training, which we think is really the only is the most efficient and effective way to kind of learn currency trading. There's lots of information out there, and it is very, very difficult to sort through it all and figure out what's right and what's not. Here we give you a chance to take a look and see what our tools do and see how accurate they are, and see if you can trade with them before you have to kind of make any sort of decision whether it's the right program for you. So with that, let us get into it. In this, first listen to this guy, and then we'll keep going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
Another great thing about our program is that we do these live trade sessions where an experienced trader comes online, does their analysis, so it's a bit of a teaching moment, and then recommend a trade. So one, it's a learning moment, and two, it's helps you verify the accuracy of our indicators. The only difference between me and you is I've learned how to read the indicators. I've been trading about 3 years, and before I entered the program, I knew absolutely squat about trading. So you can go from zero to hero knowing this. If you are in the light program, you get access to the what's up in the yellow. If you are a regular member, we do trades every morning, trades every evening, and then there's an additional paid session. Plus, there's also a Sunday session. Plus, continuing instruction in addition to your one-on-one training on Wednesday evening and Saturday morning. So lots of opportunities to learn and ask questions and figure things out. So again, another great part of the program is once you are trading company funds, we are interested in what you're doing. With that, I work off of a bit of a trade routine. I check to make sure everything is up and running, my grain chart and my MetaTrader 4. Review of yesterday is particularly important when you made bad trades, so you can kind of work on the fixes. Last night, we found one trade. It was a thick orange line trade. Oh, no, excuse me, not a thick. It was a 10-point trade. We took it for 9 pips on the NZD JPY. It actually ran more than 9 pips. But don't worry about what could have been. Just worry about what we planned it to do. It did. Now we could have done one of those trades we had done last week where we split it into thirds and took 9 pips, then a little bit more and a little bit more on top of that. But I didn't do that yesterday because it's not a pair that I'm kind of familiar with, and we were kind of hitting that we were hitting the resistance line, or we were bumping up against the resistance line. So we did good last night. Let's see if we can do it again today. As we are technical traders, before we start the day, we want to know what news events are coming up so that we can trade around them, because we don't know how the news is going to impact the currency pair. And our indicators are only good at picking up the price action where the turns are happening. So with that, we go to Forex Factory, and let's see what we get on for today. Refresh it. Next thing coming up this morning is some news at 8:30 on the Canadian dollar. Forex Factory breaks news down into yellow, which is low impact, orange, which is medium impact, and red, which is high impact. We've got nothing really to worry about until Thursday. There's a couple red items on the USD and the Canadian dollar. So we've got kind of smooth sailing. So with that, let's get into it. The light 6 major is one of the core charts or the standard layouts. It has 6 different currency pairs. On this first page is primarily all USD pairs, and it's on a 1-hour candle. The 2 trades that we do in this session are one called the thick orange line trade, which basically we're trying to get all the lines to line up. And then another one at the top of the hour, if we have time, is a little scalp trade called, excuse me, I need a little coffee here this morning. This trade is a 10-point trade. The trade at the top of the hour is the thick orange line trade. So on the 10-point trade, what I'm doing is I am starting with this middle chart, and I am looking for situations where these lines, these red, green lines and black and gray lines, which the red and green are the major indicator, the black and gray are the minor indicator, where they are either above the blue line. This blue line is called the overbought line. So when the lines are up here, the market's overbought. When the market's overbought, that is a good time to sell. Likewise, when the lines are down below the red line, the market is oversold. That is a good time to buy. And we are specifically looking when the market's overbought. We want all the lines pointed down so that they are about to run through the channel. So right now on the AUD USD, we've got the minors, the black and gray lines going down, but the majors are going sideways. So we don't have total agreement. What I'm looking for is to get at least 7 out of the 10 lines doing, suggesting either buy or sell. So if I don't have these first 2, I don't need to look at the rest of them. So then we'll just, what happened here? Sorry about that. All right. Euro USD. We are over. We are in the middle of the channel. Basically, the majors are just reaching the oversold spot. So nothing there. Why does it keep doing that? And I don't know how to. Let's see. We'll do it one more time. All right. Pound dollar overbought. The minors are going down, the majors are going down, but they're kind of a little sideways. technically, you could argue this is going down because the red line is crossed over the green line. But I don't like this. It's the slope is the slope on the green line is too horizontal. So I've got a kind of a more steep line here and a less steep line. The steepness of these lines matter. So technically this is a down signal, but I don't like it enough. So let's see if we've got something better since we've got limited time. If not, we can come back to this, but I'm not crazy about this. USD Canadian dollar, we're in the middle of the channel, so nothing there. The goal is if I catch it up here, I want to get it so that like if I catch a trade up here, I want to get it to run through the channel and take the run on the pips. That's not to say that I can't get a run when the lines are down here, but the issue is I don't know how much more of the run there is. Here I know I can get usually at least 10 pips off of a 1 hour candle, maybe more. But that's another part of the analysis. So here we're in the middle of the channel. We're gonna pass. Here USD CHF, we're just approaching the overbought. So so the lines are still going up. Here we're in the middle of the channel, and it looks like the majors are weakening because we've got the kink in the line. So instead of going up, it's starting to go sideways. So let's go to our next group and let's bring it up to date. Oversold, but sideways. I want these all pointing up, and the steeper the pointing up, the better the signal. AUD JPY overbought. Minors are starting to come down. Majors haven't. Majors are sideways, so nothing there. Euro Canadian dollar, we're in the middle of the channel. AUD NZD, minors are going up, but majors are going down, so we don't have agreement. By getting all of the lines to agree, each of the lines are measuring something different. And when I get all the lines to agree, that increases my accuracy rate, the chance that the trade is going to do what I expect it to do. So all the information, one of the things I love about this is that all the information I need to look at is in one place and it's simple to figure out. Pound yen, overbought, lines are above the blue line. Minors are coming down, the black and gray, majors are coming down. Again, I'm not crazy about the slope. This green line, as we're looking at it, it's going up and down a little bit, but the slope on the green line is increasing. It's trying to go more down. Now, actually, if you watch it, it's going up a little bit. From this slope is less steep, so it's kind of faltering a little bit. And the green line is pulling on top of the red line now as we're kind of looking at it. So since it's sideways and we don't have the red line on top, we're going to pass. We're going to pass on that. Euro Australian dollar oversold. The lines are still going down, so nothing there. Let's go to the next group. Let's bring our chart. When you see the little chevrons, that means the chart isn't current. Canadian dollar or Canadian dollar yen in the middle of the channel, so nothing there. Euro New Zealand dollar, we're oversold, but we haven't turned up yet. Pound New Zealand dollar, oversold. Minors are starting to go up. Majors are still sideways, so nothing there. New Zealand dollar yen, oversold. Minors are coming down. Majors haven't committed to going down. It's more sideways. plus the red line hasn't crossed over the green line. Gold, overbought. Miners are starting to enter the channel going down, but they're kind of losing gas. Majors are sideways, so nothing there. Bitcoin, we're not going to bother with Bitcoin. I've got a fourth one of these charts. Let's go ahead and open that up. And we are going to go to 6 major 4. AUD Canadian. All right, we're overbought above the line. The majors, the red and green line, are going down. The minors, the black and gray line, are going down. Minors, the steepness is increased. So we have a setup here. I've got 3 points. 1 point that we're above the line. All the lines are above the line. 2, everybody's pointing down. And 3, the red line is crossed over the green line and the black line is over the blue line. So when I have 3 points here, I'm going to go up to my TNTs and count how many lines are going in the same direction. The 2 orange lines are directional, so the thick and the thin are both pointing down, which would help me sell. The blue lines are inversely related, so when blue is going up, that means sell. So I've got 3 of the 4 lines here telling me sell. I need a minimum of 3 of the 4. So I've got 3 of the 4 here. Then the last part is I'm going to take a look at the pressure, and I want the lines to either be going down, and they're not, they're going up, or I want the red line on top. And right now it's just about to cross, but it hasn't quite crossed yet. You can see the steepness of the green line is decreasing, which is good, but I want the red line on top, and it's not quite there yet. It's very close. Maybe the next hour we'll get it, but I need to have a point from all 3 sections for this trade to be good. So I don't have that here. CHF JPY, we are oversold, still going down. Euro yen, we're in the middle of the channel. This is a nice signal. See how steep these lines are and how clustered they are? If you see this, had we been able to catch this, we would have gotten a nice run last hour. Nice steepness here. But now we're past the halfway mark, so we're going to pass. Pound, Australian dollar, we're still in the middle of the channel. NZD's Swiss franc, overbought. Lines are going sideways. And CAD, CHF, we're in the middle of the channel. So we've looked at 24 pairs. This was the closest one we got, but I don't like it enough yet. This hasn't crossed over, so we are going to hold off. So now I am going to go back and see if we have. I'm going to try a second signal. Second signal is something called the thick orange line signal. We kind of rushed through it last night, but what it is it focuses on just on what this line is doing, the thick orange line. And we're looking for a situation where the line is at kind of either end of the scale. And this is a scaled number. So when this line is as high as it can go, this number is at 10. And when it's as low as it can go, it's at 0. So I'm looking for situations where this line where this number is 10 or 0. So that's very simple to figure out, or within 1 point of either end. So 8 isn't close enough. 2 isn't close enough. 0. All right, so this line is as far down as it can go. So when this is at 0, what it's telling me is that that line, the way it's calculated, believes that there's no more down in the movement. If there's no more down in the movement, it's a good time to buy. But I don't want to, again, to get that better accuracy rate, I want something else that confirms that, all right, this line is maxed out. It's about to go back up. And what I'm going to do to figure that out is I'm going to look at my majors and minors, and if this is indeed maxed out, if the down movement is there's no more down in the movement, I would expect to see all of these lines down below the red line and well below the red line. So if I see this at 0, I want to see all 4 of these lines down here. And when I have condition 1 and condition 2, this trade is worth 5 pips. And we look to take it when there's less than 5 minutes left in the hour, right at the top of the hour, so that when the new candle switches over, we'll get a little snap because the market is so overbought that we'll catch that little 5 pips coming up. So we only have condition 1 here. We don't have condition 2. Point 3, that's within 1 of 0. But again, my lines, my minors are oversold, but they're not that far oversold. I'd really like to see them much further down. But the majors are in the middle of the channel, so I don't have the second part of the trade. 9.6 on this USD CHF is within 1 of 10. So this, I've got this. And the lines are overbought. I like to see the red line higher on this. I like to see the red line like where the black line is. So to me, the red line isn't quite high enough for us to take that trade. I really want the red line to be, I want these guys to be extended and about to turn. At this spot, there's still more up movement in the majors. There's still more up movement, and I want the up movement to be gone, to be fully extended. So this is close, but not close enough. 8.9 isn't within 1, so we will pass. Let's keep searching. 1.8 isn't close enough. So this is like right at the top of the hour. You can go through this, and I only use this trade in the mornings, ideally, the morning of the currency that's trading. By 11 a.m. I wouldn't use this anymore. And the reason being is that it works well when there's a lot of pressure behind it, when there's a lot of trading going on. When there's lower volumes, it doesn't quite work. The accuracy is less. Euro Canadian, 2 isn't close enough. 7 isn't close enough. 6 isn't close enough. 0.5 is close enough. 0.5 is close enough. And I got all 4 lines down here well below the red line. Now see how this red line is different than what we were looking at before? It's like way below the red line. The red line of the majors is way below. So I like this. I'm going to hold off like 3 minutes before we take it. I want to take it as close to the top of the hour as we can get it. But so the Euro AUD, we're going to take a 5 pip buy. 5 pip buy. So there's one trade. Let's see what else we have. 8 isn't close enough. 3 isn't close enough. 6 isn't close enough. 4, no. 3, no. Bitcoin, some of you can't trade it. 10, yes, but we don't have the majors and minors where we need them to be. So let's go look here. 2. Come on. Nope. 0. Yep. CHF, JPY, but my red line is a little short. It's just touching the oversold line. I want it to be well below it. So we're not, excuse me, not quite there yet. Euro yen, 0.6, yes. But look, the minors are oversold, but the majors aren't. So no. 1.3, not quite close enough. 0.7 or 7, no. 9, yes. And we're just reaching the overbought. The green line is just touching, but I want those lines way up there. I want those lines way up there. So the only trade we saw this morning is Euro AUD. Euro AUD. Euro AUD. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a 5-pip sell. There's less than 5 minutes left in the hour, 3 minutes. So I'm going to go to my MetaTrader 4, and I'm going to look for Euro AUD, see if I've already got it open. I don't remember trading this. Euro CAD. So I'm going to open the Euro AUD by going to File, New Chart, and I'm going to look for Euro AUD, and I'm guessing he's going to be in this third group here. Euro AUD opens up the chart, and I want to look at it. So then I'm going to go to the second row and click New Order. Euro AUD, we're correct. My volume or my lot size is going to be a function of how much I have in my account. I've got 11,700. This is a demo account that we're trading out of. So I'm going to basically just move this line, the decimal point, over 4 spots. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can take a 1.17 lot size. So I'm going to round that up to 1.2. I'm not going to worry about the stop loss or the take profit at this moment. I just want to get the trade in. So I'm going to click buy, market buy. It records the trade. I'm going to then right click anywhere along the recorded trade. It highlights it in blue. I'm going to go to modify. And this allows me to put in the stop loss and take profit. This trade is good for 5 pips. 5 pips equals 50 points. And then if I click this little blue button, it does the math for me. And this trade is accurate about 90% of the time. So I'm going to use a 4-to-1 stop loss. So if I'm going for 5 pips, I'm going to put a 20-pip stop loss because of the accuracy of this trade. So if it's accurate 90% of the time, if I win 9 trades for 5 pips, I'm ahead 45 pips. If I lose one trade for 20 pips, 45 minus 20 leaves me 25 pips. So at the end of the day, I'm ahead 25 pips. Now, the only other thing, so I put 200 in here, which is 20 pips. I click the little red button. It does the math for me. The only thing I want to do is I want to check and make sure I'm getting the full 5 pips. So I got in at 1.5818. So if I add 5 to the 1.8, I'm going to go to 2.3. So I want to just adjust this to get my full 5 pips. So 2.37. And then I click modify, and it drops in the take profit and stop loss. So we did a buy on the Euro AUD for 5 pips with a take profit of 1.58237. 1.58237 and a stop loss of 1.57979. 1.57979. We are on a new candle. When we get on the new candle, some traders actually like to wait till the candle changes to decide if they want to take the trade. And what they do is they look to see how this number changes, and they want it to increase by more than one. And in this case, it did. It increased by one because we were at 0 or close to 0, and now it's bumped up. And actually, I can just pull it back and see. It was at 0.8, 0.89, so it increased about 1, and that's what we need for this trade to be good. I would expect this trade to close. Well, it closed while we were looking at it. All right, so here's the trade. We got that little snap at the top of the hour for 5 pips. Okay, great. Let's see if we've got any questions. Sure, that's terrific. Just getting a comment on last night's trade. We will do this again on Thursday morning. On Thursday morning, I'm going to probably be a little more picky because you know, most traders are not going to be trading on the Thursday before the holiday. They'll be on their way to wherever it is they go. So, but we'll take a look, and if we see something, we'll take it because I'll be around. All right. Thanks for being here, gang. Trading's great. We're here to help you become successful traders. And if you are not already a light, I would strongly suggest that you try it for yourself and see how well the tools work. All right. Thanks so much. We will see you on Thursday morning. Bye-bye. Nate, we will, once you start your training, we'll go into a PIP. But real quick, a PIP is, if you notice, the price is quoted. The price is quoted in 4 digits. So say the current price of the Euro USD is 1.12799. A PIP is the 4th digit over. So it would be, in this case, it would be that 7, that first 7. And that's how we measure. So it's basically 1,000th of a penny. So we measure movement in currency. So the 4th spot is a pip, the 5th spot is a point. But we generally measure currency by that 4th spot movement. And depending on what your lot size is, that's going to tell you how much you're making. So if you're trading a lot size of 1, that means you're trading an account for 100,000 euro in this case, and each pip is worth $10. So rather than quote the dollar amount, it standardizes it across, because you could be trading at a $10,000 account. I'm trading a $100,000 account. So the value is different. So that's why we quote it by pips. All right, great. Thanks, everybody. We will see you on Thursday.